I noticed a female, later identified as Molly Wright by a Washington driver license, 30 to 50 feet south of my location on the driveway, using her phone to film. I attempted to continue my investigation of trespass. I ran over New World. I looked at a recent booking mugshot to verify his identity. I started searching for prior contacts at this location with Mason and prior drug-related offences. Wright closed the distance to about 20 to 25 feet in front of my patrol car. She asked for my badge number, which I gave it to her. I asked for her to continue to stay a safe distance away while I continued my investigation of the trespass.
Can I help you?
No,
Okay. Will you please step back?
no.
Or you'll be arrested for obstructing.
Yeah,
I
good
cannot
luck.
do my job with you video recording me right
Good luck.
next to my car.
Good luck. Obstruction requires a physical act.
I suppose the Supreme Court has said that.
Investigation with you coming up to my car.
Call your sergeant.
This officer has been involved in an investigation. She's obviously walked up and he doesn't want her that close.
We got a scaredy pig.
Please step away, ma'am.
I am away.
You can stand over there on the
There is no distance, and you don't have tape
can
up.
stand over the
There is
curb.
no tape up.
I don't have a
He is being quite clear on where he wants her to stand.
cover. You can stand over
You're
there.
fine. I ain't gonna hurt you. Not even armed.
Yes, you are. You got a knife. Behind your back.
Call your
I'll
sergeant.
take cover.
Let me put this out. I'm trying to put this thing
Okay.
out.
You
You're
can
gonna
put it on
leave
the
my phone
ground.
out. I don't
Put it
really-
on the ground, or I'll put you on the ground.
Just a
Ma'am,
minute.
stop.
Just a fucking minute, please. Let me. Thank you. Call your sergeant.
Well, you have
Leave
a
my phone
deputy
in my
chief coming
hand.
here. Drop it.
He's walking.
Okay, you can set this down now.
No.
You're not let.
Breaking property. Breaking the law right now.
A good thing the deputy chief is my cover. You can talk to him.
Instead of following my direction to stay a safe distance away, Wright closed the distance and stood directly in front of my car. She then circled to my open driver's side door where I was seated and circled to the rear of my patrol car. New World was still on my screen with sensitive information as I attempted to research Mason's contacts. Wright continued to get out of my line of sight, distracting me from my duties. Wright was wearing a dark, baggy, thick sweatshirt in warm weather, which could conceal weapons. Because the weather was warm, the sweatshirt appeared to be excessive clothing, and I suspected what Wright was considering a weapon. Wright continued to now be within 10 to 15 feet, easily within range to attack me with a weapon. I was also in a high-crime apartment complex, which has had multiple assaults with weapons and murders within the past year, and I was a solo police officer without backup available, as they were all on different 911 calls. Wright's history with law enforcement was still unknown to me, and I had no idea if she would assault me with her blatant refusal to remove herself to a safe distance. I determined she presented a threat to my safety. Wright could potentially attack me, or with my divided attention, I could be ambushed from an unknown assailant. I told Wright I could not continue my investigation and told her to step back again. I told Wright she could continue to film my investigation in the grassy area where she had originally been filming the arrest. There's a bit missing then. As Wright was armed with a knife and pepper spray within 10 to 15 feet of me, refusing my repeated lawful commands to stay a safe distance, trying to record my mobile computer with sensitive information, my unavailability of a cover police officer to assist making the scene safe, I established probable cause for obstructing a law enforcement officer. Wright was willfully hindering and delaying me of discharging my lawful abilities to effect a trespass arrest. She continued to make the scene unsafe, directing my attention toward her instead of the arrestee, my surroundings, or my investigation. I asked for additional officers and closed the distance. I grabbed Wright's arm, putting it behind her back. I removed the knife and pepper spray clipped to her pants and tossed them a safe distance away on the ground. I handcuffed her and checked for fit, then double-locked. I searched her incident to arrest. I heard Deputy Chief Irving clear his community detail to assist me. Officer Thomas Taylor also responded to my location. Once they arrived, I directed Officer Taylor to take custody of Mason, who was currently in the back of my patrol car. Officer Taylor later cited and released Mason for trespass. I read Wright Miranda rights from a copy of my department-issued Miranda rights card. I asked Wright if she understood her rights, and she replied, "I will not answer any questions." I asked if she understood, and she replied again, "I will not answer any questions." I did not ask any interrogating questions regarding the incident. I secured Wright in the back of my patrol car. Al Salmon completed a written statement regarding Mason trespassing and witnessing me warn Wright many times to remain a safe distance away. I submitted this statement as evidence. I transported Wright to the Snohomish County Jail, where she was clear for booking. I look forward to the comments on that one. I later measured the pocket knife Wright had concealed under a sweatshirt. The blade was 3.5 inches in length. Everett Municipal Code 10.78.010 defines dangerous knife as any knife having a blade more than 3 inches in length. Given the blade length was longer than 3 inches and was concealed under Wright's clothing, I established probable cause for unlawful use of weapons, as Wright had carried concealed on her person a dangerous knife. I decided to exercise discretion and not forward charges for unlawful use of weapons, and impounded the knife for safekeeping.
Under arrest for obstruction.
And here we can see 10.12.180, obstructing law enforcement officer. Here's the booking information from that jail, which I'm going to struggle to pronounce again. Molly Irene Wright, and she was booked at 11:46 on the 10th of August and released at 7:51 p.m. that evening for obstructing law enforcement officer. It's a gross misdemeanor. She had a date in the Everett Municipal Court on the 11th of August, and the bond was $1,000. So from her community page, I picked up that she's got pre-trial on September the 28th and a jury trial on October the 30th, and she's also hired a private attorney. Thanks for watching.